Hello everybody, welcome back to Dungeons&Discussions. I recently got the Tasha'S book. It's been about a few days. I've given it a few read-throughs. We're going to go to my top spots in the book. We're just going to read through it. I'm trying a new little thing here. You can see like the corner of my mouse, but hey, whatever. Okay, we got a new spot for the webcam just for this video. I'm probably going to not stay there, but it would have been a lot easier if I figured this out when I did my other video recently about my collection. So whatever, but this is the newest piece of the collection. Now, let's get right into it. So, nice cover art. Love the cover art. I love for whatever reason, this D&D logo, to me, it looks brighter. And I'm not sure if it's just because, like, my other books are older, or I might just be imagining it. But, was Xanathar'S? I'm not sure. You can tell me. I might just be acting crazy. But, yeah, that's over there for reference. Oh. Two of my books just fell. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was a catastrophe, but let's open up right to the first page. Second page, sorry. Third page, maybe. Hey, alternate cover art there. Didn't get the alternate cover, but hey, it's nice looking. They're both fantastical. Cool, let's get right into it. I'm probably going to skip over a lot of stuff here that I'm just not familiar with. Okay, customizing your origin. I've already used this in a character that I haven't got to play yet. It was just in case one of my characters died, but hey, it, I think I used, what did I use? I used the ability score increases, I believe, rule? That I didn't, yeah, so I couldn't said, I did that because the character's stats were absolute garbage and I wouldn't have done it otherwise, but yeah, and then, but I could see this being used. I know people have already used these beforehand. It was just the fact that it wasn't in a book that held back a lot of people from using these optional rules, but, because a lot of people think it would be unfair or unbalanced, but hey, that's fine. Custom lineage, I do like. It's not too overpowered like people thought it was going to be. Happy about how that came out. Yeah, and then changing a skill. All this is really nice. I love the art in this book, by the way, and the little symbols they give for the classes. I think they might be a little bit different. Now, I'm not going to actually go over the Artificer very much because I don't know what's different from it with the Eberron book. I mean, I have the Eberron book right here, right next to me, because, yes, reasons, but I don't quite know what's different about the Eberron Artificer versus this one. Otherwise, all I know is that they de-Eberronized it, and that it's they added a new subclass. But I don't know too much about it. I haven't had a chance to play it. I'm not going to go over it. So we're going to skip the Artificer. Sorry guys, I want to play an Artificer at some point, but I have other things I want to play a little bit more. And that's still Artificer. They make magic. That's pretty cool. I want to play one at one point, but I can't. Okay, so this looks kind of similar to what we, this one, the Barbarian here, looks kind of similar to, the one we saw, ooh, it's a little bit off the page, a little bit what we saw in the Tasha'S Cauldron, or Crucible of Everything Else. That one kind of, I think, was based off of the Path of the Beast. I looked through the Path of the Beast, and I really like it, Path of Wild Magic 2, but one of these things here, I forget which one it is, but it's one of them. It's like a 1d3, and it's like, and it's for the Barbarian. I'm pretty sure it's like 1d3 of something, and that just, it triggers me. Because no one has a d3. I can't find it. Maybe it's Path of the Wild Soul? Wild Magic, I think it was called Wild Soul at one point. Roll a d3. Now, I mean, it's a d6 divided by 2 for a d3, but, and you round up, but come on, guys, like, why would you do this? And then, I'm not gonna really go over Bard, but I do like this whole entire Wild Magic motif that you can get through Barbarian now. I feel like it's really strange. And the Path of the Beast. But hey. Bard, not really ever my thing. Apparently, the Bard got some really cool stuff here. And I do like all the versatility options. Especially for the classes I play, but hey. Cleric, haven't ever played Cleric, so I really shouldn't go over it. I want to play Cleric more than, that's like the biggest spellcasting class I want to play. Other than, you know, the Warlock, which I got two options with this book that I'm very satisfied with. Druid, against another one of those classes I haven't played yet, so I'm going to skip it. And I've only played like 7 of the official classes, so yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys, but I got a lot of campaigns, and I just don't ever, I like to stick to classes and subclasses I want to play from different classes. Okay, I do like all the fighter stuff. The fighter stuff is really nice, most of it at least. At least the optional class features. Psy Warrior, I mean, yeah, cool. I like being the idea that you're basically like a Jedi almost, and that you get like basically like psionics. I mean, I'm not really a fan of psionics, but I like that you can kind of slave it to like a Jedi with like a sun blade. It's kind of neat, but it's not my favorite subclass in the book. I mean, the art is amazing though, but what my favorite subclass in the book is the Rune Knight. Now, I love the idea of the Rune Knight just being this orcish. Well, I mean, this is just an orcish one, which the art again is amazing. It doesn't really show up very well in the video, but my God, the intricacy and the detail of the detail of the runes is magnificent. I love it. I love the idea of just Rune Knight. What I'm a little upset though is that they in the other Arcana they had like Stone Rune was Stein Rune. I'm pretty sure Cloud was Sky Rune. But like this book, the Rune Knight that appears in this book, which I'm pretty sure is called the Rune Guard, which is kind of, you know, Xanathar'S Lost Notes, everything else, is so much better than the runes that appear in that book. This is the Rune Guard, yeah. Master of Runes, but here's what you get here, right? You get to like combine two different runes. And I love this ability so much more. So you get Sonk, Vard, Agar, Tal, and of course then you could take those and you could combine them with other runes, and I love this idea so much more, and I'm really upset that I like the Rune Guard more from like a semi-official source than I like the Rune Knight from this book. I'm gonna play Rune Knight from this book. I want to play that Rune Guard too, but still, But I am playing a Rune Knight. That was the class that I built just in case, before I even got the book. And I do like this. I never played a Battle Master, but now I do have some options for how to build a Battle Master. Just like some, you know, some options that will give me some ideas on how to play a Battle Master, which is nice. Monk. Can't say much about this one. Not really a fan of the Way of Mercy, but what I do like the Plague Doctor comment though. I do play a Plague Doctor masked character in another campaign. I love that. Someone who never goes style. I got a text, oh no. But what I really am looking forward to is the Way of the Astral Self. And my light is not helping, but I want to be a JoJo. I want to have a JoJo stand. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay. I love the anime stuff they bring into D&D sometimes. I wish it was a little bit more of like an actual JoJo stand, but hey, I can deal with that. Paladin, love Paladins. Oath of Glory reprint from Theros. I wasn't really a fan of it when I looked at it. I ended up playing an Oath of Conquest instead from Xanathar'S, but hey, whatever floats your goat. Oath of the Watchers. I also really don't even know what an Oath of the Watchers is. Never really liked the name of it. Probably never gonna play it. But I do have a good taste for Paladins. I like them. Rangers, I've played them. From what I understand, from just looking through this, Rangers got a lot better in this book, especially with their optional class features. It makes them, it should be their true class features. Can't really say much about the subclasses because they just don't really interest me, but they're for Ranger, I guess so. And then the Beastmaster Companion things I like. So, and that's that. Rogue, not really too happy with them, I guess I could say. I'm looking for something that I'm a little bit more like we got in Xanathar'S or Sword Coast even. So Phantom, and I don't even really like the art for the Soul Knife. I mean, it's a good piece, but I mean, it's also psi powered, so I'm not really a fan of this. And my book keeps on slowly gliding this way. But okay, we're gonna have to deal with this new angle because I can't keep it consistent, and I knocked my webcam and I did bad things. Cool. And I think it's slowly sliding over. Okay. Sorcerer, never really played one. It's on my list of 2 plays, but I'd rather play a Cleric first. So I can't really say much about the subclasses here. Warlock, I'm not really a fan of Pact of the Talisman. Let's be honest here. Okay, Pact of the Talisman is kind of shitty. I don't see any scenario where you want to give your talisman to anyone else, which makes this Invocation, Bond of the Talisman, stupid. If you want to go Warlock, it's like Hexblade and Pact of the Blade, and that's like I feel like that's the best way to play Warlock, but Undead Undying, I like those 2 as well. Or even Oath of the Great Old One patron. He's a nice patron too, but like, I don't really like the options they give you for Warlocks in this book. I think we kind of got doo-dooed, at least in that respect, with the the invocations and pacts. The Oath of the Fathomless Patron. Oh, I just love the whole entire, feeling of it too. I think it's a great subclass. I'm gonna play it when I get a chance. I like the abilities you get. The genie, though, on the other hand, not really a fan of. I just don't really like the idea of it too much. Will I play it? Probably not, but it's there if you want to play it. I just don't really like the idea of it. And then Wizard is I haven't played a Wizard, so I really shouldn't speak about it. But I do like the art. They revamped the what's it called? The Blightsinger, which I think is actually pretty nice. I did look at this Wizard subclass and actually was like, wow, that's pretty neat. And I'm not going to go over Order of Scribes. I actually love all the feats in this book. They all are actually very flavorful. I do feel they all have a place in the game. I'm really happy about that. Now, group patrons. Not really sure how I feel about it. I'm going to skip through this section because I have read through like a few of them, just a little bit, skimmed them. They weren't really my thing. We have them in the campaigns we play. At least I don't think they really had one in like the one we put up on the channel, the campaign that preceded the one we're putting up on the channel right now. I mean, they kind of did. It was a god though, and I don't know. I just don't really see the point of why they said to be in the book the way they are. I don't really like them. Like, I understand the reason for them, but I feel like they put like way too much into here for them, and yeah, no, I don't really like the idea of it. Okay, and then again, I'm not very much of a spell player. You can see with my hands being in motion, woo. But I'm not really much of a spell casting kind of player. So this section also isn't for me. But these spells, if you are a player that plays a caster, there's a pretty few good spells in here for you. I mean, all of them are also reprints like Green Flame Blade and Booming Blade. But I think Blade of Disaster even is a reprint from like Eberron or something. But yeah, I mean the summoning spells are pretty good. Again, the art is fantastic, but yeah, Summon Celestial art is fantastic. I love it. I love it a lot. It's some great stuff in here. And then I'm actually kind of upset with the magic items. And this page of the book has given me a whole new outlook on life. But hey, whatever. We'll get to I have to read this excerpt first. Who doesn't love magic items? The desire for them is one of the few things that Mordenkainen and I have in common. And magic tattoos, they are especially fun. I think tattoos are a reason robes are so popular with wizards. Robes cover the ankle and lower back tattoos, so many of his gods' apprentices. Don't even ask Tasha. And this little section up here has been dubbed Tasha'S Tramp stamp. Yes. I just felt like I had to share that with you. I think I originally saw that in a Reddit post, and when I got the book, I thought it was a joke, and no, it is. So Tasha'S Tramp stamp is now canon. Magic tattoos, wasn't really a fan of them. And then from the magic items I'm seeing here, there's a lot of stuff for like wizards. There's not a lot of stuff here for anyone else. There's a lot of artifacts, but I really don't even see like just scrolling through these, like another wizard tome essentially. I don't really like the fact that they're giving so many wizard stuff here, but oh well, I guess you can't really do anything about it. But that was a cool magic item, that last one there. And then DM's tools, cool. I do like the sidekicks. They're right there. The expert. The expert's really good. I wish the spellcaster would have given you actual spells instead of just these first few here. But I wish it would have given you like options for actual spells, just so you can quick build them, and you don't actually have to go through and give them spells. But and then again, the art is fantastic. The turtle, the kobold, which is actually an Urd, winged kobold, and a Kenku. Then you got a bullywug, a goblin, and a tabaxi. That goblin, for whatever reason, I just don't like the dress it has on. I don't know why. It just makes me feel weird. It's just such a clash. And then Asimar for a wolf. I feel a little bad about Wolfie's eye. And for whatever reason, this ASMR just looks really weird to me. It just must be the pose they're in or their face, but it just feels super weird to me for some reason. And I don't like seeing a furbolg in chef's clothes either. I really don't. For whatever reason, it just makes me feel weird. But whatever. The warrior is a pretty good subclass too. It's like basically a watered down fighter, which I'm actually okay with. And then parlaying with monsters, I don't think I'd ever really use this as an option, but I do see why they're cool, and I would maybe offer it to my players. But honestly, if there's ways to do this before this, you didn't really need these tables to tell you how to do it. But hey, I guess this thing. I do love these supernatural reasons. I do want to use these. I actually plan to use one of them, so I don't want to go through too much here. But in the my upcoming campaign, and now it's between that and another thing. But I know they might watch this video, so I can't actually say what it is. But yeah, like boom, the Elder Storm. Look at that art, fantastic. I mean, even the Enchanted Spring, the art is fantastic. I just love the art in this book. The Mimic Colony, that's such just a fascinating idea. There's so many roleplay potential there. That what even this setting even, I guess this is the primal fruit itself. I don't know. Primal tree looks so fantastical and magical, and I love it. And then spells to natural hazards, falling into water, falling onto creature. I think these were rules that they might have rewrote, or they were just never specified, and they had to specify because people were asking. Now, puzzles. I don't like it. People are saying these puzzles are too hard, number one. And I understand that. This one in particular, creature painting, I suppose is easy. And like the answer is like owlbear? Yeah, significance of owlbear. And like you need to take, there's a gnoll 3, werewolf 1, kobolds 5, beholder 1, gelatinous cubes 2, dragons 3, trolls 2. And you're supposed to take the letters of that in the order they're presented, and then put it into the words owlbear. People are never going to figure that out because the third letter of gnolls is O. The first letter of werewolf is 1, the first letter of werewolf is W. Kobolds, fifth letter is L. Beholders, first letter is B. Gelatinous cubes, second is E. Dragons, third is A. Trolls, second is 2. People are not going to get owlbear out of that. I mean, I might, because I'm smart and I already seen it, but I feel like a lot of people aren't going to get that. It's just the spells they put in here are that too. And then, I mean, I can understand like why they want to put this in here, because whatever. But the other thing they do then is they give you this at the back of the book, which I hate. I hate when they do this, right? So let me see if I can get them up. Then they give you handouts, right? Now I'm not sure how. I mean, it says permission granted to photocopy this page, but like, how am I going to photocopy this? And I'm not going to rip it out of the book. I hate the idea of doing that. That's just going to ruin the book then. So, I mean, I guess you're supposed to photocopy them. But, like, I don't like the idea of just photocopying a book, like, stuff. And even that, but you might be like, well, you're being weird. Like, why don't you just take the stuff out of it? Like, look at my Wildmount book. I still got my map of Wildmount in here. I never played a Wildmount campaign, but I'm never going to rip this out of the book. Same with my Eberron book. I'm never going to take this out of my Eberron book. I just don't like the idea of taking my stuff out of it. And it might be able to tatter. It might fall off at some point. But hey, I want to keep my stuff together. I'm never going to resell it. But hey, I like to keep my stuff together. That's all I can say. So, Tasha'S book in my mind. For the kind of player I am, for the kind of games I play, Tasha'S is there's so much hype around this book, and I hate to say it, but I'm really only going to give it like a 6 out of 10, because it's really not what it promised to be. They say there's so much flavor in the Magic games. If you're a wizard, there's a lot of flavor for wizards, and still, there's not much flavor. It's literally just copy-pasting for different schools of magic. I think the name has been stupid from the get-go, to be honest, but okay, whatever. I'm actually somewhat disappointed in the book, to be completely honest with you. I mean, it has a lot of good stuff, but I think the hype for it was too much, and I think what they presented was underwhelming. Would I say buy the book? Yes. But honestly, I think all I really got out of this book was a Rune Knight and an Unfathomous Warlock. They might be the only subclass that I play out of this book, and that's a big reason why a lot of people buy this book. Supernatural environments, that's what brings it up for me. And the Battlemaster builds are kind of nice too. Barbarian subclasses maybe. Monk I might play the one, but I think for the subclasses that have been put out after Tasha'S, or that didn't get into Tasha'S but were also put out in this year, like the Undead Warlock and the Drake Warden Ranger and Way the Dragon Ascendant Monk, are so much better than this. I'm very, very disappointed in this book in general. I mean, I'd rather play the Rune Knight from this book, from the unofficial DM's Guild, Xanathar'S Guide to Everything Else, Lost Notes, Everything Else book. I mean, like, I think there's a lot of lost potential with Tasha'S, and I understand where it went wrong, and from what went wrong for me. I think the D&D team must be too focused on spellcasters. And I mean, you have a witch in the front cover. I understand you want to do a lot of stuff with spellcasters in this book, but I feel like magic isn't everything in D&D. There's always stuff that martial players should be able to do that evenly match the magic players, and I think they're catering to an audience here and not their full community, and I feel like that went to the detriment of the book. So, I'm not sure how I feel about the book. I think Xanathar'S right here, this one, is going to always be the better supplement book than Tasha'S, just looking through them. I just have a feeling that, you know, so much more, infinitely more is coming out of Xanathar'S than will ever come out of Tasha'S. Just because Xanathar'S is a better supplement. So, that's my, what the heck was that? Okay, whatever, it must have been on like a piece of my jacket or something on the book cover. Anyways, that is my, my review of Tasha'S. 6 out of 10 in the end. I mean, hey, all the hype for nothing, and I put like two day shipping on it, and I didn't get till a day later, and I'm still real mad about that, because I wasn't even home that day it came in then, and then I get this book, and I'm real upset with what turns out to be inside of it. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here, guys, before my webcam falls off my my laptop, or my monitor. Until next time, goodbye, ciao, bye. Bye, Tasha'S, if you're interested in anything you saw here today, but till then, goodbye, ciao, and bye.